So we're in a time of great shift. There's a good opportunity for us, like you're saying. So what's your take on sort of these ancient indigenous traditions, as well as religious and philosophical ideas that we're in this sort of cycle? Do you have a stance on this sort of cyclical time idea and where we are with that now? And
yeah, every 26,000 years, and it also relates to the precession of the equinoxes. So 26,000 years ago, there was a Lucifer rebellion type energy going on, where they tried to rehabilitate certain races that were holding the reptilian DNA, and they did not want to be healed, and so they rebelled and put dark technologies in the earth to affect the grid lines and to affect our DNA and to unplug the masculine and feminine. And it's called the Nephilim reversal grid. And what it does is it makes it very difficult to bring the masculine and feminine together within us. So what's interesting is a lot of advanced individuals or advanced cultures or prophet types, or even the Christ energy and the Mary Magdalene energy, knew that we had to get through the 26,000 years, and not a whole lot could happen until we reach this particular window period that we're in right now, because the planetary body has needed to get in alignment with the galactic plane. We've been dealing with cataclysms, the Atlantean cataclysms, the Lemurian Holocaust, and even before then, the original Atlantis and Lemuria, dealing with exploding planets that became the asteroid belt. So, as a human species, there's so much trauma, and that trauma, fragments us and makes it very easy for us to be preyed upon. So, a lot of figures and cultures throughout history knew that not a whole lot could happen until the planetary body could get back in alignment, which it is right now. But so many things have been strategized to create these artificial timelines to completely take humanity away from what's available in order to harvest and feed on us, because they unplug from spirit and they compromise their DNA on purpose, and they refuse to be healed. So I would say the Mayan culture I've been most drawn to when it comes to understanding where we are now. The Venus transits I always include in my presentations, because the path of Venus creates the sacred geometry in the sky of a rose and a perfect pentagram. The orbit of Venus leaves behind in the sky, and so it just shows that the heart of the goddess is creating this alchemy, and the fact that it's drawing a perfect pentagram in the sky is really making up for the inversions and the reversals that the shadow governments, the Cabal and the Illuminati have been working with, to really feed on the human race. And the biggest way that they do that is through the television, through these false flags, and through these power structures and political systems that feed people a lot of false hope. And I think I'm surprised by now that people aren't just fed up saying, I refuse to be duped. I mean, people liked Obama. What has anything really happened? It's like, I'm glad people like Bernie, but is anything really going to come from that? It's like, I think the new paradigm has to include like a completely new design. And unity consciousness is key, and that's what's been targeted. That's why there was world wars. I mean, so that we would be scrambled and we wouldn't know how to come together during this window period. But, this is what's amazing about events and the work you guys are doing.